So what's it like being an electrician? Well, here are some of your questions and I'm here to answer them. So firstly, a big thank you to everybody that sent in their questions. I haven't seen any of these yet, so these are going to be blind, honest answers. So let's have a look at the first one. Why did I become an electrician? From Reggie N. Stowbridge. Well, long story short, my last career was starting to get to me. I couldn't lift boxes as much as I used to, so I used to work in the music industry, and part of that was loading and unloading trucks, and it was taking its toll on my body. And it was time to move on, so I decided to take a career whereby I already had an interest in electronics and electrical stuff. I was very good with my hands. Being dyslexic, it was also a good thing to do because I didn't have to worry too much about words and numbers, and I enjoy doing it. So, second question. How did I build up my clientele? Sue in Falmouth. Well, word of mouth is the best advertising you can have. But to get that, you've got to be honest, reliable, and good at your job, and don't rip people off. That's the basis of that. Yes, you can advertise in local newspapers, you've got flyers, emails, websites and that kind of stuff, but word of mouth is where 90% of all my work comes from. Number 3. I'm just starting out as a Sparky. Do I need to buy a van, or can I just use my car? Tom in Basingstoke. Completely up to you, but you will need commercial insurance, whether you use a car or a van. The van's also a lot easier because you've got a bigger space in the back. You can put bigger tools in, you've got your cases for your tools, you'll have conduit, you'll have cable. Personally, I would go down the route of a van. I personally myself started off with a car, but that's because I was working with an electrician who had the van. So I would just turn up with a few of my basic tools, because I didn't have many when I first started, and I would just go in and he would have the rest of the equipment. As time grew, I invested in a van. I was lucky enough to have help to buy my first van, and things just spiraled on from there. But car or van? Yes, you can start with a car, but I would advise that if you're financially okay and you can do it, just get a van. Next question. I'm thinking of doing the electrical course, but I'm not good at maths. Will this be a problem? Stephen, Manchester. Well, if you're not good at maths, you'll join most of the population who are like me and just generally rubbish at maths. I don't think I've used trigonometry or half of the stuff I learnt when I was in school. So it is a bit of a learning curve when you go to it. I don't know how old you are. If you're straight out of college, your maths would be a little bit more fresher than mine was, because it was a good probably 10-year gap between me leaving school and going back to college to train as an electrician. There are certain equations that you will need to learn and you will need to know, but just take it easy, get help if you need it, you'll get through it, and you'll do just fine. What are the minimum tools I need to get started, and what would this cost me? Janet and London. Well, minimum tools. You'll need some basic hand tools, all of them GS38, so you need electrical screwdrivers, pliers, snips, a tool bag obviously to put those tools in. Depending on your level of electrician, whether you're going to do test and inspect, you'll need obviously a tester, and they're quite big money. If you're going to be working on a job site for, say, a building company, you'll need all your PPE. You'll need steel toe cap boots, for example, high-vis jackets, hard hat. Depends which area you're going to go into. But layman terms, basic tools, you need a set of hand tools, screwdrivers, pliers, side cutters, like I just said. Make sure they're all insulated to the correct ratings, and probably, and I would say yes, a good drill, some good drill bits. And make sure they're all battery as well. Don't go down the lines of electrical tools, because, well, what are you going to do when you turn the electric off? Number 6. Do I need to be good at design to be an electrician? Aesthetics aren't my strong point. Merv in Cambridge. Not really. You just need to have an eye for detail. Don't put your sockets in wonky, keep them in straight lines. You can buy levels, lasers are coming down in price now. You can buy a good laser level for less than £100 these days. And if you're working in someone's house, then you don't really need to decide on what sockets and what switches to use, because you'll match what they've already got, or get as close to match what they like. Or just ask your client, what do they want? Do they want chrome? Do they want gold? Do they want pink? Because yes, you can buy pink sockets for some bizarre reason. So aesthetics, it's all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, everybody to some degree has their own idea of design and aesthetics and how things should look. At the end of the day, you're working for the client. If you're unsure, ask them, because then you can't get it wrong. What is the most important values you should have as a Sparky? Becky in Cardiff. Be honest, be reliable, don't take the proverbial. Basically it, really. Take pride in your work. There are so many traders out there that are bish bash bosh and they're all about the money. And yes, we all work so we can earn money, but you can't build a good reputation if you just smash holes in a wall, put your cabling in, and then don't repair it afterwards, or you don't get, or there's not another tradesperson that's following you to repair the damage that you're doing, such as a plasterer. And finally, from Rachel in Taunton, when we finish off the electrical jobs at home, when I get round to it, you don't have to keep reminding me every 6 months. Well, thank you for all your questions. Keep them coming in, because I love to read them and I try and answer every single one. If there's anything I've missed out, anything you can add to, please make sure you put them down in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and please subscribe, because it helps us out on the channel a lot. And until next time, keep on watching.
Right, come on, give me something normal, please.
There you go, for normal enough for you.
Do you want to sit up straight?
There's a big dip in the bottom
Right.
of the stool.
Tell me something I don't know about you.
You know everything about me.
Tell me something I don't know.
My toenails need cutting.
That's perfect, thank you. Okie dokie. Right, take one.
Of 1,482.